Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's get things going with a very short story called Wretched Humanity.
Wretched humanity. I was once known as a man, a scholar, a doctor, a lover of humankind. But to save them, I had to leave humanity behind. My body, twisted, reshaped, and bloated with purpose, became the vessel for a vaccine powerful enough to halt a mutagenic plague that threatened Earth's future. I carried within me the solution, but in becoming the cure, I became monstrous. My skin grew slick and chitinous. My arms branched and bent in unnatural ways. My voice rasped through mandibles. The cure came at a price, my humanity. They did not thank me. They called me infestation, biohazard, abomination. And so they sealed me in a gleaming casket of steel and fired me like Fuse into the void, into exile, onto the cold desolation of Alpha Gedi. I was alone, but I was not done. From the altered depths of my genes and purpose, I molded life anew. I crafted a new race of arthropod men, towering beetle knights with mosaic wings, burrowing scholars with silken thoughts, manted priests who sang to their ancestors through scent and vibration. Each one unique, beautiful in their divergence, untethered from the petty definitions of beauty that humanity clung to. I planted groves of meat trees, towering vines of protein and marrow that fed my children. My hive spread like wildfire, not with conquest, but culture. Dance, language, architecture made of amberglass and root bone. They did not war. They did not hate. Then came the first Earthship, trembling on the edge of hive space. I approached with open limbs and cautious hope. Inside, not warriors nor diplomats, but children, sickly, crooked, rejected. They told me they had been sent here. I searched for the mistake, the reason, the rescue to come. But there was none. Earth had deemed them imperfect, not worth raising, not worth loving. So they were given to the stars, thrown out like me. The rage that surged through my thorax, the grief that clicked in my bones, it nearly broke me. But instead of vengeance, I gave them home. The hive embraced them. They grew strong, these discarded souls. Some became translators, others artists. One child, born without legs, became the fastest mind among us, floating through the hive on silken wings carried by drone companions. Together, they taught the hive human stories. And we taught them what it meant to be loved despite one's form. But I will never forget. Humanity calls itself civilized, yet it cannot bear to gaze upon its own flaws. It worships symmetry. It fears the unknown. It discards its prophets and its children alike. And so I say again, let them have their clean cities and sterile bloodlines. Let them clutch their fear like a badge. We, the hive, shall thrive beyond them. We, the malformed, the altered, the beautiful, we are what comes after. Forevermore, I curse you, wretched humanity.
Well, it might not necessarily be the most positive outlook on the future of humanity, but it is kind of tend your gardens where they grow kind of thing. Because even though humanity had rejected the doctor that had saved them, he did still find a way to have something beautiful. But I think his grudge against humanity was reasonable, and maybe his name for humanity in that state was not totally wrong. I don't know, but I like that story. It's one that I kind of had thought about a long time ago, and it was a little bit different the way I had envisioned it, but the changes are pretty minor. Basically, there was just a scene where he tried to give the children back and they wouldn't accept the children or tried to attack them. And that scene was just kind of shrunken into the scene where they picked up the children and realized they didn't want the children back because they had sent them there in the first place, which makes sense too, which was, I think, my original idea before that. So when you collaborate, sometimes you resurrect ideas that you had before, and yeah, I thought it was an interesting story. I don't know if I visualized the arthropod kingdom uh, very well, but I hope it gave you some kind of a mental journey to go on because I liked the way that turned out and thought it was positive in its own way while also being critical. But yeah, so thank you for listening. I wish you all the luck in the world. This has been Joseph Arthur Roszell. Just want to tell you that I love you.